Hello YouTube. Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. The time is approximately 7:57 p.m. and the date is Wednesday, September 26th, 2018. I have a smile on my face because I was on the verge of reprimanding my awesome audiovisual person because for a moment I thought he was making too much noise. And I know that he's not going to make too much noise because I'm doing a video and I want to be focused. So, with that being said, I am ready to, first of all, I got to show you this. So this is, I'm showing you this first because look at this. This is a tonal match. I mean, I was just like, look at this. I am so excited about this. This was not planned. I've had this shirt longer than I've had this calendar. So I'm just like, ooh, look at that. So we're going to do, I'm going to talk about the August 2018 entry for, it's a little bit ragged at this point, Llewellyn's 2018 Tarot Calendar, Insight, Spreads, and Tips by Barbara Moore. Yeah, it's a little bit more than a little ragged at this point, so, but you know, the year's almost over, so there you go. So, I'm going to talk about, and it's funny because this is one of the first tarot decks. This is actually the only tarot deck that I purchased last year. The Everyday Witch Tarot. And I've mentioned in previous videos that I only purchase decks, whether it's a tarot deck, an oracle card deck, or a kit, when I'm divinely guided. And I wanted to give myself a really great birthday gift for myself, and that was the one for January 2017. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the Seven of Pentacles. I'm going to talk about the blurbs connecting the majors and the minors, symbol, and the journal prompt. I love these. I really, really dig doing these and discussing these, and they're a lot of fun. And of course, being Mr. Prosperity, how could I not talk about a card that has, it's one of its traditional meanings, a financial harvest. So, Seven of Pentacles. Sometimes there is nothing you can do to move a project forward. This version of the card includes advice. Have activities to pass the time, such as a good book, a refreshing beverage, or a playful cat. And it's so funny because my newest member of my feline household is Boss the Kitten, who is this beautiful, gorgeous black kitten who I love and adore so much. But I wanted to talk about this because, first of all, aside from the Seven of Pentacles representing a financial harvest, it also has as one of its esoteric interpretations rebuilding the spiritual temple. So I invite you, and it's funny, I've never really thought about this before, which is bizarre to me, but we all know sometimes Spirit tells us something when Spirit tells us something. So I would love to hear some of your insights about the Seven of Pentacles card. And of course, if you have the Everyday Witch Tarot, tell me what your thoughts are on it. Do you love the deck? Do you not love the deck? Is it your go-to deck? Is it your soul deck to discuss, to reference something that Simon of Hermit's Cave had discussed in one of his previous videos? But personally, I'm also going to talk about something that I've learned in many of Catherine Ponder's prosperity books. You cannot force your good to appear. The long and short of it is that when you force your good to appear, you're forcing the universe to do things out of its own sense of divine timing. Not only that, and this is one of my personal all-time favorite passages from any of Catherine Ponder's books, but especially her prosperity books. And keep in mind that traditionally, the Suit of Pentacles relate to financial matters and physical health matters. So, whatever you fight to get, you fight to keep. So if you are fighting to get something, you will always be fighting to keep it. I don't have an issue if you want to fight to get something, and I don't have an issue if you fight to keep something. But ask yourself, if I fight to get this, am I willing to fight to keep this? And really think about that. Like, what is going on in your life that means a lot to you with regards to money and prosperity, like financial supply? And is it so important to you that you would fight to keep it, especially if you fought to get it? Because sometimes the universe closes doors that really need to be closed. And sometimes we don't see that because we're so caught up in what I call the drama, trauma, melodrama of it all, or the DTM for short. But I'm going to say this. If you are on the verge of fighting to get something, especially that really financially enhances your life, ask yourself, am I willing to fight to keep this? And again, as I am fond of saying to my clients, and even to people who are never going to avail themselves of my psychic services, I have no attachment to being right. I have no commitment to being right. So just because Catherine Ponder wrote in several of her books, whatever you fight to get, you fight to keep, doesn't mean that you will have to fight to keep something that you fight to get. But don't take my word for it. Okay, so connecting the majors and minors. A tarot deck represents a complete cosmology. Oh, I love that. Barbara Moore is truly so brilliant. I'm going to read that again. A tarot deck represents a complete cosmology. When we focus only on individual card interpretations, we miss the fascinating connections between the cards. One connection is numerological. The major arcana are numbered and relate to the minors sharing the same number. The Chariot, as in trump 7, represents moving forward. Lay out trump 7, the Chariot, with the sevens of wands, cups, swords, and pentacles. At first, the connection may not be obvious. The Chariot wants to move ahead, but he is inexperienced, as in the charioteer. The minors present him with roadblocks and challenges that are normal experiences one encounters when moving ahead. The wands show attempts to halt you. Cups, distractions, as well as emotional distractions, and particularly emotional distractions that are illusions. Swords, poor judgment or choices. And pentacles, the point where you've done all you can and only time will tell the end of the story. And this leads, it's so funny, Catherine Ponder's prosperity books are so much on my mind during this particular entry in Llewellyn's 2018 tarot calendar. So in Catherine Ponder's prosperity books, she's written that when you've done everything you can, you need to wait, because you need to declare that this is a time of divine completion. And if my memory serves me correct, the spiritual decree goes like this. This is a time of divine completion. Miracles follow miracles and wonders never cease. And you know what? Sometimes you just need to wait. You know, there have been times where I've done spiritual decrees, or I've done a money spell or a prosperity spell, but I need to be patient. I need to wait for the manifestation of my magic. I need to wait for the grand demonstration of what I've been declaring into the universe. And sometimes that happens sooner and sometimes it happens later. And the fact of the matter is that I cannot force something to happen. If it is a circumstance beyond my control, what am I going to do? Get a gun and rob a bank? Of course not. Because you know what? I would not do well in jail. I know sometimes I come off like I'd be running the joint and I'd be running the cell block. No, I'd be Bubba's bitch. I'd be Bubba's bitch. I could be wrong, but that's my belief. So here's the thing. So I invite you to do this exercise, and by all means, feel free to do it with the other ones. So let's say trump 1, the magician. Pull out the aces. Trump 2, the high priestess. Pull out the 2s. Trump 3, the empress. Pull out the 3s. Trump 4, the emperors. Pull out the 4s. Trump 5, the hierophant. pull out the 5s. Trump 6, the Lover's card, pull out the 6s. We already discussed Trump 7, the Chariot card. Trump 8, depending upon the tarot deck, it's either strength or justice. Astrologically speaking, it makes sense that it would be strength. Because remember, the Chariot card is astrologically aligned with the sun sign Cancer. In the zodiac wheel, the sign after Cancer is Leo. The Strength card corresponds to the sign of Leo. So I'm going to say Trump 8, astrologically speaking, would be the Strength card. So pull out the 8s. Then you have Trump 9, the Hermit. Pull out the 9s. Trump 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. Pull out the 10s. See what comes up for you. And if you do these exercises, even if you only do it with the 7s, like the Chariot card and whatnot, share some of your insights. I would love to hear what happens for you. Now the symbol, unripened fruit. The grapes represent something you cannot hurry along. And of course, grapes are one of my personal favorite prosperity symbols. Only good soil, water, sun, and time can ripen fruit. This is very true. Once you've done all you can, patience is the only option. Now, believe it or not, there was a time that I used to have the patience of a saint. The operative phrase is used to have. I have become very impatient about a lot of things in my life, both professionally and personally. And I'm being reminded that within the word patience is found the word peace. So I know that so for me, what I focus on, and this may help you, I focus on cultivating peace. One of my personal favorite Louise Hay affirmations is, I am at peace with all of life. When I focus on peace affirmations, I find that being patient becomes easier. And again, within the word patience can be found the word peace. I'm also going to say, and again, this pertains to the suit of Pentacles relating to financial matters and physical health matters. So keep in mind that we have all of these grapes in the 7 of Pentacles card in the Everyday Witch Tarot. So again, think about your prosperity is coming to you. You know, 7s, generally speaking, I find 7s represent the precursor of a state of flux. 9s usually represent completion. 10s are about a new cycle already in progress. 8s are about flux already in progress, flux already taking place. But 7s to me, numerologically speaking, are that precursor to the flux. It's like, okay, I'm now getting ready for the flux. The flux is coming. What am I going to do in the meantime? How am I going to prepare for that flux? How am I going to prepare for that transitional period? And then finally, the journal prompt. If you feel like a project has stalled and you are not sure how to get it back on track, take out your 7s and consider what kinds of roadblocks they represent. Do any of them relate to your experience? Once you've identified your block, look for the solution within that card. What is the character doing that is helpful? What is the character doing that is not helpful? What should they try instead? In aiding the character in solving their dilemma, you may find your own solution. So, I'm going to actually talk about something because it is no coincidence that, again, this relates to August 2018. We had a really intense Mercury retrograde in August of 2018. I would say coincidence? Yeah, right. But here's the other thing. I love what this witch is doing. She's inspecting the grapes, and she has her glass of wine. She's a white wine lover, but I still love her. I have nothing against white wine. It's just that when it comes to wine, it's either red, sparkling, or champagne. I'll have white wine every once in a great long while, like if I'm desperate or thirsty, you know, or nothing else is available. And then it's like, all right, I'll have some white wine. But when it comes to wine, red, sparkling, champagne, that's my jams. But she's inspecting the grapes that are already there. She has her book of shadows. She has her glass of white wine. She has a cute little black cat playing with one of the pentacles. And of course, she's focused on her task at hand. So sometimes, while waiting for your desired result to manifest, you might need to do some things. You know, let's say, as a professional psychic who uses the tarot, if I'm waiting for new clients to appear, what am I going to do? Let's say that I'm in Notions and Potions, I'm going to meditate, I'm going to pray, I'm going to write in my journal, I'm going to read a book, I'm going to maybe go out and get a cup of coffee. You know, I'm going to do something because right now there are no clients at that moment, and I'm waiting for the client. Pardon me, I'm waiting for the clients to arrive. So what am I going to do? Twiddle my thumbs? No. I'm going to do something that's going to ground and center me. I'm going to do something that's going to expand my mind and my consciousness. Or I'm going to do something that just makes me happy, like a cup of coffee. And especially a cappuccino with an espresso shot. Oh my God. I used to poo-poo them. Like, what's the big deal? Honey, now I know what the big deal is. So, yeah, like, really think about it. Like, what is it that you can do in the meantime? Because sometimes, in the meantime is what you have. In the meantime is what you're working with. I'm going to have a sip of water. By the way, I added a capful of lemon juice and a capful of apple cider vinegar. That's why it looks cloudy, but it tastes good. Alright, it doesn't taste that good, but it helps me lose weight and eliminate excess fat, and that's why I'm drinking it. Okay, YouTube. Thank you for joining me for this video. I'm looking forward to September 2018, which will have a spread. And I'll give you a sneak peek. Manage your resources. Well, I'm looking forward to this. So, if you have not already subscribed to the YouTube channel of yours truly, Robert Alvarez the Psychic Witch, please do so as soon as you can. And please make sure to click or tap the bell icon. That way you'll receive a notification every time I upload a video. And periodically check to make sure that your bell icon remains clicked or tapped. Also, if you have not already scheduled your sacred session with me, whether it is an intuitive card reading, whether it is a private metaphysical class, whether it is an energy healing treatment, I recommend you do that sooner than later as well. And I see Bast the kitten exploring and playing with things, and I love her because she's so cute. She's my Halloween cat. Hey, come here. Let me show everybody. Let me show you off to everybody. Oh no, she ran away. I call her my Halloween cat because she's a black kitten that has orange eyes. Like, really, if I was big on Halloween, like a lot of people are big on Halloween, she'd be like my prop. Like my familiar. Anyway, so thank you, YouTube, for honoring who I am and what I do. I wish all of you many blessings of love, peace, abundance, prosperity, health, healing, and joy. And good night.